Deuteronomy 33:29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thy enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. Kol halo Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakaha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen that look like those heathen. This is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. All right, and this is a very short video. That's only about 3 minutes and 24 seconds long, but it's very powerful. You know, Obadiah is only one, chapter in the Holy Scriptures, but it's very powerful. All right. The message in it is even more powerful than some of the books that have, many chapters. All right. And so I'm going to play this video, and the name of the video is Putin's top ally. I'm going to bring the name up, but when they want to put this, this H word, I'm not even going to say the word. I just let you read it. And they want to put, of course, throw their narrative. And once again, we always tell you the truth doesn't need a controlled narrative or laws to defend it. The truth stands on its own. And he's making a bold claim. And I say, let the evidence that he has be brought forth. Prove him wrong. Just don't try to discredit it. This is distasteful and it's anti this and it's anti that. Let the proof come forth. All right, because if what you're saying, what these people are saying, you see what Wikipedia has put up there about the whole situation. If what they're saying is true to the way they said it happened, then it'll stand. You wouldn't be afraid of any evidence that proves otherwise. All right, which seems that they have on a lot of cases. Just saying. All right, so I'm not even going to mention that word. I'll let you, you read it and see it for yourself. But Putin's top ally shocks the world with the no H situation proof claim Hitler killed Soviets. Hitler did kill Soviets, all right? They definitely, as a matter of fact, the Soviets' role in America wouldn't be if it wasn't for the Soviets fighting in World War II. All right, NATO, none of that. And then they blocked the Soviets out after that. But without any further ado, there's some truth in that, because Henry Ford was an avid Nazi supporter. The Ford Motor Company right here in America. I got a couple of books that talks about it. As a matter of fact, let me see. Here's one of them right here. This is just one of many. There's a former U.S. Is it this one, A Real Case? By Marcus Eli. No, it's not this one. Slovakia. Oh, it's this one. Who Brought the Slaves? This book here. Who Brought the Slaves? In this book right here. All right, let me see if I can. They'll probably use that little that short clip to block out this right here. That's what they do when things are too condemning. They like to block it. They put up an image that they like. I need to finish this short book. This is a very powerful book. But yeah, because I have no idea where it is, but it's definitely in here. But and you can go and research that on yourself. I'm not gonna, because I wasn't even gonna do that. But then I just remembered that fact, that historical information, that Henry Ford was an advocate, supporter of Nazism, of Nazis here in America. And yeah. And I find it strange too that in Ukraine, the symbol that they use, not only is it the ancient Khazarian symbol, which that's going to be brought up in this video by the President Assad here, but I saw a guy today walking around a green military shirt with that symbol on it. So I believe they have their agents here as well. There was a Ukrainian protest at the Water Tower downtown Chicago today. All right, and they denied Jacob. They denied Israelites reparations for the Tulsa massacre, but they're gonna send another 1 point something billion to Ukraine. Yeah, so they don't have, so it's just outright hatred and racism, bluntly in your face when it comes to Terrence Howard made a statement that since they don't have money for reparations for the descendants of slaves, and America was built up and launched from their free slave labor, and became the greatest nation in the world, and they just want to play that off like, oh, well, that's over and so long ago. No, that's the foundation. All right. And he made the statement that, that Negroes should be, the descendants of the slaves should be exempt from any taxation for 400 years, right? And then they could take all that money and put it back toward their communities. Now that sounds like a brilliant plan, if there wasn't a plan in the Bible. We have a much better plan in the Bible. But, from a carnal sense, from a worldly sense, what he's saying actually would, make sense, But that's not in the Lord's plan. This is not our rest. Our kingdom is coming. Wait, notice it's referred to the West Asian region. All right, and I've been pointing that out for probably about the last year and a half or so, that there's no such thing as the Middle East. The Middle East is a made-up term, like white people, like black people, like Europe. All right, Europe and Western Asia. All right, Europe is in Western Asia. It's in the northern part. All right, and the Middle East is in the southwestern part of Asia. It's one continent. Just because you painted a different color on a map doesn't take away from the fact that Europe and Asia sit on the same landmass. It's one continent. All right, so once again, what's happening is they're being found out. Esau, Edom is being destroyed with the spirit of the Lord's mouth, and the spirit of the Lord's mouth is his breath here on earth are the prophets, the men of the Lord. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and it reads, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. The spirit of the Lord's mouth, all right, is the men of the Lord. And the spirit of the Lord is prophecy, and we're prophesying. We're prophesying the end of Babylon the Great, who is Edom, all right? The Edomites have to be ruling upon the return of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. For it is written, to say so is to go against the very book, which is eventually they're going to outlaw this book, because no matter how much they try and demonize us, anyone who who reads or listens to what we say, and they read the scriptures and do their diligent search to find out, well, what we're saying is absolutely right. And what they're saying is the fabrication, the controlled narrative, which they've lost control over. You know, the Renaissance lies is not working anymore. That cast that they cover, you know, that cast that cover, what is this scripture says, the anointed cherub that covereth. If somebody could put that on the comment board, I can't think of what it is right now. All right, but Isaiah 25:7, it reads, and he will destroy in this mountain, all right, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So this portion of the world that they call the Middle East, well, that's Western Asia. And so they call it the Middle East to try and control the narrative, to make it as if Benjamin Milkowski, well, who's now known as Netanyahu, to make it seem as if he actually has a lineage, a bloodline to that land, and he doesn't. He actually has a bloodline to further south of there, to Jordan, in Petra, in Mount Seir. All right, the original home of the Edomite, the first cave dwelling. And I've done quite a few videos where I've produced the receipts to prove that. All right, I'm not just saying it. So it's also been said that they were aware of this attack. The same thing about, 9/11. That's why certain individuals got phone calls and didn't report to work. Insurance policies were taken out on, the day before, and things of that nature. There's just too many convenient coincidences for a particular group of people, just saying.
أغلبنا لا يعرف بأن صعود النازية.
So most of us do not know that the rise of Nazism between the two world wars
بين الحرب العالمية الأولى والثانية
happened with American support. This is President al-Assad, all right, the Syrian president. You have to remember that in 1951, the president of Egypt, Gabal, I think his name was Abdul Gabal Nasser, he made the statement that you will never be accepted in this land, for you left here black and came back white. Who are you people? All right, even though black and white are bywords, but you get it. All right, and he also spoke in Arabic. I only wish that he had said this in English. All right, it would have been that much more powerful.
وكان بدعم أمريكي. الكل يتساءل طيب كيف كان هناك.
The question, hold on, he's speaking kind of fast.
الكل يتساءل طيب.
The question